Morning, I don't know, good afternoon, who knows. Welcome. So I was streaming earlier. Unfortunately, I had to kind of go out. I'm actually running a business as well, surprisingly. Yeah, I'm back. I just thought, yeah, let's pop on, let's see what's going on. Just nothing really planned. Charting, chilling on Monday night. It's a Monday night in the UK. It might be another time frame, time zone. It might be something else. Uh, so I was kind of looking at TRVL. I literally didn't really look at it properly. And I kind of wanted to kind of look at this two things, and I'll kind of go over it once more just in case anyone missed it, because it was literally right at the end. And so people are wondering, what am I doing here pulling that from there? Well, if you use the MEXC chart, it actually has the correct all-time high level there, which is at 1.56, and that's the one to use. So that's the reported all-time high. Okay, and so naturally, and also it was printed on Sunday the 28th of November. Now if you use the weekly time frame, it's basically that week, the first launch week, we printed an all-time high. That's where I get my fib times from. But also what I was saying before earlier on today was that two things are quite interesting. One is the GAN fan. So if you take it from the top of the beginning and you print it to the all-time low, you'll see that when we rose in March, we actually found resistance and was rejected from the 2-1 in this GAN fan. And when you look at it in a little bit more depth, you'll see that here, as it tried to get above, it couldn't. Rejected, tried again, couldn't. Trying until it finally found support, and ping, it went directly to the next level. Okay, so you have to find support on these. For some reason, I didn't make this up, it's just the way the price moves. You have to find support before you can push off. What's interesting here is that we've actually cleanly broken that line that was resisting the price, and I think that's quite significant, because eventually what you need to do to get to the all-time high, we're going to have to break every single one, every single line we have to break. So I think it's quite an important fan to analyze. Good evening, Ali Hash. Slurf bounce off your target, question mark, around 27 cents. Good question. Mohan, hello. BTC came to support and dominance is breaking down. Do you think traders are just waiting to see if BTC holds here or no? Because alts are not pumping. Well, some alts are pumping. If you look at Optimism and Arbitrum, they're holding quite nicely. I'll have a look at it though. Let me finish off this. And let me just kind of finish off my flow, get my flow, and then we'll go over the BTC and some other things. Maybe a few more people will join us. We'll have a look at Slurf as well, and whatever you want really. I'm pretty chilled. I think this is quite interesting. The other thing that I kind of found interesting was the regular chart. And so when you use the speed GAN, you're not using regular chart, you're using the log chart. Okay, so if you're ever using the GAN, take it from pivot high to pivot low, and you can use different pivots too. Okay, so for this example, I've taken this pivot. You could take this pivot and you see rejection, support, rejection, backtest support, fake out, and you see here as we came into it, you see that it resisted and then it pushed. So eventually we're going to have to get through every single one of these Gann fans, and you can use every single pivot to do that. Okay, even this one, every single one. It's really interesting how it works, and it's basically mapping price and time, like it's mapping them together. So at the moment I'm just taking to the all-time low. This wasn't a bad one either, this first pivot, and you can see we broke that out a while ago, and we have this 4-1 to contend with. Maybe this is the better one actually, just that first initial pivot, but I mean no one's really even looking at this necessarily, so it doesn't really matter which one you use. I'm just taking to the all-time low because I see that we've cleared it. Now if you're using the speed fan, that's also really good, and it's also really good on multiple, like on every fractal. So right now I'm using the weekly time frame on this chart, and I'm going to do this on Slurf as well. So after TRV I'll go and have a look at Slurf, and I'll kind of do a little bit of analysis there. You see on the regular time frame it looks really weird because it looks like we've dropped, so naturally when we do go up it's going to look crazy bullish. Eventually it's going to look crazy bullish when this will eventually, it will go up. It will just have to be patient, right? Now with this you can use this one, the speed resistance fan, do exactly the same thing, take it from the top, and again you can use both of those pivots. Gonna have to zoom in to get those pivots. This is the first pivot, the first low, and actually what you can see is from the first low we've already cleared the 618. Didn't really offer much resistance. It kind of, we went into it, it kind of flipped the point of control and then it continued. But what I'm noticing again off the all-time low, from the top to the all-time low, you see, look, kind of zoom in now. You have to zoom in because it's quite a distance. You see that? So we found resistance and the price is now trying to clear it. I think this is a really big step from the all-time low to get past this first resistance line. These are quite important lines, and obviously the biggest one is the 618. Eventually we're going to have to clear all of these lines to get to the all-time high, right? So it's quite interesting. Okay, so I don't know if you find that interesting. I do. I find it really interesting. So anyway, give me a second. I'm just going to be right back, and I'll give me 2 minutes. Nature, unfortunately. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. Um, so obviously I'm using the combined chart, but this is the one which kind of prints the all-time high here. And like there's other things that you can do to analyze price action, but I think I like that GAN fan. And so when I go to my combined chart, I feel like we're at a really important place in this chart, and for many reasons really. But mainly I think you're just trying to get acceptance into this higher range above this higher fib level, and the fact that the price is holding, it's holding on fib time. I really think that this is critical. Like what we're experiencing here is good. It's good price action. You see we've come above this line, this 236, this 5.5 cent level. We've broken this GAN fan, which was resistance here at 12 cents or so, and now we're kind of flipping this 236 level, this higher time frame level. We're flipping this into support, and all of this is happening this week or next week here, you see on fib time. So I think this is quite an important area to hold, and I think it looks like we're holding. Obviously we're getting a little bit of a pullback. Yeah, at the moment it looks like we're holding. That being said, you could argue we're not. Yeah, you could argue we're breaking down, and it is possible we are breaking down. It's possible. But I mean, how far are you going to break down? Yeah, I don't really think it's going to break down that far if it breaks down, because so often what happens with these kind of structures is, okay, you've lost the pennant and now we're in a flag. Okay, that's usually what happens. And it still would have to go down all the way down to this level. You'd have to lose 5.5. You'd have to back test 5.5 to go down. Okay, that would start to look bearish if that was to happen. Yeah, it would kind of look really bearish actually if that was to happen, but it's not happening yet at the moment. According to the volume, if you look at the volume of this local range, we've had some clean rejections from the point of control, from the value area high. You see that rejection. So there's been some profit taking here. Every time it comes up, there's a bit of selling. Naturally with selling there's a little bit of buying, not enough buying to push the price up. You see how now what I'm seeing is the price is coming down, decreasing volume, decreasing prices. This is actually bullish. It's not bearish, it's bullish, because the price is coming down with decreasing volume. See that? And there's something else that I'm seeing, is there's some divergence forming. Here you see we're in oversold territory in the 4-hour time frame. You see the MACD is going down and the price has actually gone sideways. The price hasn't gone down. It's a big range. And actually when you're looking at the kind of the 4-hour time frame here, you can see that here when we're at these lows, the MACD, we've actually put in a lower low here. You see that? We've put in a lower low here, and actually you see that the price is actually put in a higher low. And so now we're just kind of going left, up and down. There's a little bit of equilibrium that's forming around the price right now. That's what's happening right now. Not much divergence. It's going up and down. There's a little bit of lack of interest right now, so I think a lot of people are a little bit hesitant. This price coming down, there's a little bit of hesitancy more than anything else, and naturally what people want to see is Bitcoin to find support. Okay, once Bitcoin finds support, wherever your altcoins are, that's support. And if this is where, if Bitcoin finds support, and this is where TRVL is, and this is support, this is it, this is your floor. This effectively becomes your lowest price. As soon as Bitcoin finds the floor, wherever your altcoins, your bullish altcoins are, that's the floor, effectively. Yeah. Even though on the higher time frame you look at it and you think, oh my god, it's weekly higher time frame, it's overbought. Yeah. It's cooling off, isn't it? It's cooling off. It's trying to find support. And you know, on the monthly time frame, we're actually only just crossing the 0 mark. Yeah. The last time we were actually crossing the 0 mark, it was here, and the price continued going up for another 2 months afterwards. Okay, this time we're not getting any kind of resistance. We've just gone straight through the 0 mark, and so I am expecting higher prices. And then the other thing that's really bullish was this candlestick pattern. 3 reds, 3 greens from a downtrend. A downtrend, 3 reds, 3 greens is a bullish reversal pattern. Yeah. So you might like look at this and go, I don't really understand it. I don't know what it means. It just means that the market has turned, yeah, on this token. That's what I'm seeing. And time will tell. Time will tell if my thesis is right or wrong. Okay, we'll find out. We'll know. This is not a topping candle. At the moment, this is a continuation candle, and we'd have to see what the next candle looks like before we decide if this is some kind of top or not. So I think TRVL is quite good. I'm kind of happy about it, even though it's down a little bit today. It's down like 2.5%. It's not bad. TRVL down 2%. Some coins are down more. You know, even Sui is down a lot more. It's like down 5%. Atom is down. You know, there's some tokens that are down a lot more. So I think, generally speaking, it looks like TRVL is holding quite well. I'm quite bullish on that. Let's go and have a look at Slurf again, huh? And see what AliHash, see what we can invest, see what we can find out with Slurf. Well, this is the level, right? This is I've marked it off clearly. Are we being front run here? Is this a front run? If it was a front run, we'd have to go up and do that. We'd have to flip this level into support, right? So not yet. Not yet. This could have been a front run. You've got quite high volume here. That's nice. You want to see volume. But at the moment, we're still kind of trying to get back over this this fib level, right? We have to get back above it. Could it go down again? Yeah, it's possible. It could go down again. So I don't know. I'm not 100%. Generally speaking, these kind of the price moves in waves, and generally speaking, when you're looking at corrective waves, you're looking at ABCs. Yeah. So just looking at it now, are we getting a bullish reaction here? No, there's a reaction, but at the moment it's still putting in lower highs, higher lows. There's a bit of a something like this forming, and we have to see what happens next. I think it's largely to do with Bitcoin, but I do think here you've got good support, because there's so much confluence here in terms of fib ratios, 1-to-1, the 618. You've got this 886. So it's nice. It's got quite good ratios. You're also coming down into kind of these lows, filling these gaps, finally clearing these gaps, all the way down to these kind of order blocks. This big order block here, this big, is it a 4-hour order block here? So we've hit the top of it, but we haven't actually hit. You see, we've hit the top of the order block here. Here, you see that? That's what's happened at the moment. Can it hold? Yeah, it can hold here. Look, you see where all these wicks are? They're kind of all in the same line. Could it hold here? Yeah, it could totally hold here. It doesn't have to go down. But You won't know if it's holding here until it goes up, right? And so it's always, because we're underneath the 786, it's always safer to wait for it to go up before you buy, or it's wait to get a reaction off this level. That would be a good level. And then consider the ABCs that I've been doing. Is this the last one? Let's see. I don't know. I don't really know. This one's a tricky one because the first kind of, this went down. You've got a little ABC there. Got a little ABC there. Then it went down. ABC. I don't know. Don't know. I think it really should go down, to be honest with you. So it doesn't look right. None of this looks right at the moment. So it's hard to tell. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure here. You've got this timing here. I can't tell. All right, I'm not 100%, so I'm not really going to say it because I don't know. I just think that here there's a really nice level, and I think here, if we can get back above this 618, not the 786, the 618, this blue line, then I think we're going back up. Okay. Okay, and maybe this is it, and maybe then you'll feel that, you see the way it came down really quickly. Sometimes it's nice when it comes down fast because you can go up really fast. That's your first impulse. Yeah, so if we can get some buying now and we can just get back into that candle and just go up fast like that, then you could have your first impulsive move, couldn't you? So in a sense, you could argue that actually having this fast drop is nice because it allows the price to impulse if and when it comes back up. Yeah, then you'll be, again, that'll be your first impulse, and maybe we're gonna be able to wave into the next big wave, the wave one. That would be the wave one, wouldn't it? So I don't mind these kind of drops, and then obviously I don't mind this either, because if you can get it back up there, go up there, you'll go up quickly too. Clear it all the way up to the top there, and then maybe you would retrace for the next kind of push. Okay, so there's some things going on here that could make it bullish if we can find the floor here. Let me just kind of do, we obviously have to get back above this Trump pump. So I'm doing this Trump pump value area on every token at the moment. You can see where the most of the volume is. It's at the golden pocket. That was a good reaction there, but then obviously we've lost it. We're underneath it now, so whatever happens, we have to reclaim that level into support. So if you want to leverage and you're not sure, then just wait for a reclaim of this area here. Somehow we have to get above there and go up. All right, and you've seen how slurf pumps, sometimes that can be quite quick, quite fast. You just want to see volume push through that level. That's what you want to see. Anyway, let's see what happens next. And actually, just, I mean, again, remember I said earlier, I'm thinking it is possible that that was it there to the 5. I'm not 100%, so I think both are possible, which makes that the top of the 3. Really weird waves, huh? Which means that this correction is actually more like this. Wait. More like this. This is your first correction. And that's your wave 1 of the next wave. So it could mean that we're already in the next wave, to be honest with you. So again, there's lots of ideas of what could happen. If that was the first wave, it could be, yeah, because it was impulsive. Then the invalidation for that first wave is there. Doesn't change anything in this correction here. Makes no difference with this correction, if that's the case. Okay, it just means that this wave 3 actually ended at the top there. There wasn't a big wave, so it was quite a limp, miserable last wave. Okay, and that was your 1. This is your 3, and then this next one is the 5, and then the other thing you could argue, well, what if that was the 5? Could that have been the 5 in that one wave? Again, it's hard to know if that was the 5 because we have an invalidation. If you invalidate here, and that would require the price to go and take out that low, and that would require the price to fall underneath this level here. If that happens and we start to kind of trend down somehow, then I would probably argue that this is more correct, that was your wave 1. But at the moment I'm not 100%, so I just know that this correction here looks like it wants to end soon, and it will probably happen when Bitcoin finds support, wherever it finds support. Okay, look, it's just going down nicely. It's been quite a long time, huh? And when you're kind of looking at the corrective moves, it's coming to the end, huh? It's almost coming to the end. It's never 100% correct, like pinpoint, but it's almost there. That's kind of what I think about Slurf at the moment. Let me draw that GAN on this chart. Which chart is it? This is the Bybit chart. That's fine. Let me draw that GAN fan here, which I did with TRVL to the all-time low here. So that's quite interesting, isn't it? So you see, look what's happened. Look, we've come into the 3-1 here. Look at that. Yeah. So obviously I wasn't looking at this. I should have been. But we found resistance. So these GAN lines are like, I mean, it's not problematic in the sense that we will overcome. Slurf will overcome these lines. And once it does, then we'll go into price discovery. And the sooner we can get up, the better it is for this token. The sooner we can make an all-time high on this, the more. I mean, you could end up, if we do this, I mean, if we do go up like this, you take out the high there. That's naturally going to be a place that people take profit, isn't it? At the high. You could end up with a cup and handle. Okay, but I mean, we'd have to get up there quite fast. Like, I don't really want to get up there by January and then kind of cup. It'd have to be a small cup for that to happen. It'd have to be a kind of a quick cup. A tiny cup, and then we should just break out, and you can measure that move if that was to happen from the neckline, and you know, you could be looking at 18 or so $20 token if that was to happen. If we were to continue going up now, it'd be really bullish if we were able to keep on rounding and pushing up to the neckline just like this. Yeah, so we have to see what happens. So price dictates everything. Let me have a look at the and the thing is, like, I've got a position, you've got a position, you're not selling, I'm not selling. Yeah, I am leveraging, and I don't hold my leverages open. I take profit, but I'm not selling my spot. I think what I'm looking for with spot is time, is like a real like, I want to see ETH pump to the moon. Yeah, until I see ETH pump, I'm not gonna, and Solana pump, I'm not gonna be looking to sell Slurf. Yeah, I really want to see Solana like at least 3x that all-time high. I want it to get to about $700 before I sell Slurf, before I think about selling Slurf. And until then, I'm just gonna hodl the spot position, and in the meantime, I'll be looking to leverage and take profit with these kind of good, buy into these good areas, and then when it pumps, take the profit. Yeah, you've been in spot, oh, since day one. Well, that's not good, because it probably means your position is up here, isn't it? You bought in at like $1. Mohan is saying Slurf has a max supply of 500 million. Yes, it does. Well done. So if it reaches $5, it will be a 2.5 billion market cap, which is reasonable, I think, because other memes are around the same price. And if the market overheats and Slurf 4x is that, then you'll be at a $20 Slurf, and the market cap would only be $10 billion in an overheated market. I think all of that is within reach. I'd be really happy to sell all of my Slurf at $20. Would I hold out until $20? I think I am holding out, because I want to see mass euphoria. I really want to see, like 100 people on my live stream or more. And that's when I'll be selling. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to see people who aren't really interested in crypto coming on and asking for their tokens to be analyzed. Yeah, and I want to see lots of them. So until that happens, I'm not really kind of looking to sell any of my spot positions, to be honest with you. I'm not even really trading them, even though I could, because I'm just leveraging and then trading, and then I'm buying spot with the leverage. But you got adding all the way down. Okay, your cheapest purchase was 15 cents and your average is 30. So you could have actually escaped in profit twice, and you didn't. Okay, so that's interesting. And now you're slightly underwater, and you're thinking, is that it? Am I going down? Is this going down to zero? Yeah, it's always a worry when you're underwater. If you don't have the capital to keep on buying. My average price is about 14 cents. I started buying here in August, September. Here I was buying here, and I actually said that I was buying on my X account. You know, I did announce it. You know, I wasn't kidding. I wasn't kidding. I'll show you. I kind of posted a portfolio list. Oh, and I was looking for feedback from people. Let me find that tweet. Don't know how to search for things. Okay, that's how you do it. That's it. Advanced search. Let's do slurf from my account. What date was it? Let's do the whole of August, September. Let me see if I can find it. Remember that? I don't know if you remember that. I have no idea if Slurf will go this low, but if it does, 0.1108. That was like the best buy, if possible, 11 cents on Saturday. So when did I post that? August the 13th. Let's have a look. Didn't get that lower. It got to 11.91 in September. I couldn't get that low. Here, look, see, August the 24th. What am I missing? Please let me know. Slurf. So I started buying when I started posting here, and when did I post that? That was August the 24th. So I started buying here as it was here, basically. And then it went up. And then as it dropped, I was buying. I was just scaled into this whole lows, this whole range. All the way down. What is 50% profit in crypto? Oh, lol, we're here for $50. I agree, huh? If Slef 50x's, is that life-changing money for you? $1 million tokens. You have 1 million tokens? Shit. You're a brave man, huh? You're a brave man. 1 million, huh? I was thinking about buying 1 million. I've only got 100,000. Yeah. That's enough to whet my appetite. 1 million is a lot, huh? If you get to $20 and you can hold out to $20, that's 20 million, huh? That's a big deal. $5 to 10, yeah. You'll have to take some profit along the way. I don't know if it's smart to hold out. But you know, gamble, you might gamble. You might go for all for broke. Right, let's have a look at this speed fan as well. So you're a bit of a whale, huh? 1 million. Wow. Nice one. I'm in the company of whales. Oh, this is interesting. So look, so this is the regular speed fan. Just from the top of that pivot high on Bybit. I haven't really taken it from the all-time high. Because I think the all-time high is registered lower, or maybe not. I don't know. See that? Look, bounce. Look at that. And isn't it interesting that Binance announced the launch on the back test here? Isn't that interesting? So do you think that then looking at the charts as well and just timing things to suit certain part, like to suit this. I don't know. Was it an accident? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I think if Binance has got the futures listing, then they must be accumulating slurf for spot, huh? You think so, right? And they don't really need much. It's not a big market cap. Yeah. They just need to accumulate all of the tokens at low prices and then pump it to the moon, really, don't they? And then cash out when it goes really high. And whoever has got the guts to hold is going to make the money. Where does the liquidity come from? Where did they get 100 million liquidity from? I don't understand. How can it? Do you stake your? Have you staked your slurf? Have you staked your slurf in Radium? Is that what you've done? Should I do that? Yeah, I read about Wintermute. Right now we're getting bearish price action, just FYI. This is bearish. So I do think we're going to go down again. Maybe to hit my target. How do I know it's bearish? Well, look at the MACD. We're already above the highs here. So we're forming bearish divergences here. Okay. So it looks like some people are selling into this. Every slurf bought on chain adds liquidity to Radium. So imagine 2-cent slurf has $10 million sold liquidity. 10 million slurf, all the slurf taken up was replaced with sold going in. Yeah, I really don't understand it. You understand it a lot better than I do. I really don't get it, to be honest with you. I'll probably need to spend some time to figure it out. All right, I'm not upset about this weekly candle. It's kind of holding, isn't it? It's kind of like there. And this is the next test. This is the next one, yeah? So maybe we just take the lows and go up. It's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. Just take the low here. Or not. Or a higher low, actually. Sorry, not take the low, a higher low. My bad. Take the low is possible too, but that would be much lower than I want us to go. So I think bullish should be a higher low here. And it's going to look bad if we end up down here, to be honest with you. It's going to look really bad. And so I'm not saying it's going to happen because I have no idea. But if you end up down here and close, then the next pump, I think a lot of people are going to kind of sell their tokens and just wait for more consolidation here. And so you'll end up with a little bit more range bound behavior until this cools down, and then it can take off again. So I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I think if this wants to go up, we basically should kind of hold here to go up relatively soon. Yeah, we've come back down to the test this candle. this Binance candle, and what we need to see now is some support. Can't really see anything else. Alaikum salam. No, all right. All right. I'm not going to stay on for too long, guys. It does take a lot out of me streaming. Look at that volume, man. That volume on that slurf candle is off the charts. Look. 3.43 billion volume. That's a lot, huh? In 1 month. That's a really bullish candle. That's a really bullish candle. That's an right now it's looking really bullish. That's an inverse, high volume inverse hammer in the lows. That's nice. Well, how this candle isn't really going to end up bearish, to be honest with you, if it's an inverse hammer. And obviously what you really want, at the very least, you want to close higher than here, as high as possible, really. But the highs there is 2555, so I think we're okay with that. Sui, yeah. Let's have a look at Sui. It tells me, yeah, look. Volume, yeah. I think it's a really bullish candle, Ali Hash. Inverse hammers, I like inverse. I would buy inverse hammers every day of the week in the lows. I buy them every day. I mean, if you reverse it, let me reverse it. But we have to see what happens next. I don't know. Does it go down and go back up? You know, does it go up? Do we have to form a... I don't know. Ideally, you want continuation on this. So you want another high volume candle next month pushing down. Yeah, that's really what you want next. And if you can get increasing volume, that's the key. We've put in a lot of volume already. So what we want to see next is increasing volume on these higher time frame candles. It's really important. Well, Sui's pulling back in a... I'm still bullish on it, but it's obviously pulling back a lot more than I expected or hoped, to be honest with you. So let's just see what's going on with Sui. Has it done that before? I'll tell you now. Let's see what the Trump Pump volume is. Ah, that sucks. So we're into a little bit of a high volume node now, but we've had a bounce, and it looks like we've had a rejection. We're back here. There's no way for the price of SUI to get back up without taking this line. Yeah. So this is kind of the channel that we're following now at the moment. Until it can find support. Like, really, that's what it is. Let me just pull this back a little bit. What am I drinking? Nothing at the moment. My drink's finished. It's cranberry juice. All right. Let's just go back to basics then. When you're not sure, just go straight back to the basics. Let's just see what's going on. All right. I generally think if you're going to top, you need to put a higher high on the second week. Although this week it didn't put a higher high. I think it'd be very, honestly, I think it'd be very weird to come all the way down to the beginning of the Trump pump price. I think that'd be really odd. Okay. It'd be really weird to give back all of those gains. The volume here is increasing volume. Yeah. Increasing green volume. That's a healthy rise in price. Healthy. And the pullback is at the moment it's the first day of the week, so we can't really see it. There is a little bit of bearish divergence on the CCI. But for me, this is, you know, the slightly lower time frames. Look, this is oversold. See, the 12-hour time frame we're oversold. Look, see that? We're oversold. Last time we were oversold, it was here. And that indicated a reversal. And then this is kind of where we were before. And This is where we were before. So you see when it does kind of, as long as you're not trending down, yeah, which we're not, we're trending up, yeah, then generally speaking, when you're trending up, those are the good places to buy. So you see here, this is the kind of first impulsive wave. Trending up, oversold. Trending up, oversold. Trending up, oversold. Trending up, oversold. And then the last time we were oversold was here, and that was correcting. And even though it was correcting, it was still a good place to buy. Okay, it was still a good, it was always a good, like every time the price has come into this kind of oversold territory, you're finding good places to buy, aren't you? Okay, this is on a simple 12-hour time frame. Okay, and so here I can see you see where we are now. I don't know if that's gonna turn. So it's a tricky one with the waves, because technically this one is a really tricky one. That's your wave 1. This is your 2, 3. Is there a 4 and a 5 like that? So I think we've got one more to go here, if that was the top of the 3, which it could be. And this whole thing would be a wave 1. Yeah. And technically this could come all the way back to 2.1 and hold there and be correct for a final wave 5. That would be, so possibly we're at the end of, we've completed the 3 and now we're just correcting for the 4. Okay, that might be how it is. So let me see, 1, 2. See, is this whole thing a wave 3? I don't know, maybe ABC. Maybe it was that. Okay. Now the correction, this could be, this doesn't have to go down there. I'm actually thinking, I mean, it could zigzag. Whatever happens, if it zigzags, then you're zigzagging, yeah? At the moment, it doesn't look like we've actually zagged. It's like we've zigged. So you kind of want to, if it's going to zigzag, it has to zigzag, doesn't it? It has to do that. If that's a prolonged correction. Or you want to go flat, ABC up there to take the highs, and another correction here. For me, that would be preferable, to take the highs now with another corrective move, push up, and then I'm not saying it's going to happen. I think that would be preferable in the context of where we are. So the next move won't necessarily be, it will feel like it's impulsive, but it won't be like 5 waves. It'll probably be like an impulsive ABC. Yeah, it'll feel impulsive, but you won't necessarily be looking for 5 waves. You'll probably be looking for a 1, 2, 3. And it doesn't have to go to the top either. It depends. Like, let's just say we do put in a low here. Just looking at the structure, probably if we can't put in a low here, yeah, then we're probably going to put in a low somewhere here, right? Just because of this expansion, just because the way the price expanded. And then from here, we were kind of squeezing up, okay? So let's say, just say we put in a low there. That would be 50%. And it may not happen. Like, I don't know, because at any one of these fib lines you could find support and go back up, right? So I think the thing is, I think that this is quite, we're seeing quite bullish divergence here. So I don't know how much lower we're going to go. At the moment this is bullish. Look, this is bullish, hidden bullish divergence. And so naturally what you want to happen here is you want this to go up, and then this will go up, okay, together, and it would form, ideally you want it to form bearish divergence, and that would require the price to go up to the top again, whereas this is lower. And then you want the same thing here. You want lower here and a higher low there, so bullish divergence for some kind of extended flat or ABC, something like this, to finish your correction here for the great impulse. Okay, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now with this. Otherwise, look, we've just gone down. Where's the up? There's no up yet. And the way we've gone down like this, when we do eventually go up, it will go up quite fast. But I don't necessarily think it's going to be 5 waves. It might just be like ABC up for another pullback to form your 4. It's kind of what I'm thinking right now. And then we'll see what happens. And whatever happens, the reality is that this 4 can't go underneath. I mean, it's quite low, isn't it? 2.2. It can't go down here. That would be really bearish. Okay, that would be incorrect. You want to, at the very least, you go there, and maybe you just kind of hold. If it's bullish, the more bullish it is, the higher it will hold. So at the moment, look where we're holding. So this is from the wave 1. Sorry, the wave 3. We're at the moment, we're at the 236. Yeah, the higher it holds, the more bullish it is. And I'm really bullish on this. So I really think it should just hold here. I'm hoping. Welcome, Dreaming. Hi, welcome. CCI, that's the indicator. What's the difference between ABC and 5 wave? I think you should go and do some like study on Elliott waves. Because everyone else is going to get bored. Basically, Google. Go to Google. Google is your friend. There, Google. Oh, I could have just searched for it. Just do Elliott waves. Elliott wave theory. Look, even AI is telling you. You can just go and have a read at AI. There's videos. They basically tell you. I think it's good to learn what is Elliott wave theory, rules and principles. I think it's good to learn Elliott waves. I think everyone who is interested in charting and trading should learn Elliott waves. It will help you a lot, especially at the end, yeah, when you want to take profit, because the market is going to be trying to pump the price. But you would have counted your waves, and you would have said, well, this is the 5th wave, I'm out. Yeah, the 5th wave, I'm out. And you won't even care about it anymore, because you're not expecting a 6 and a 7. Yeah, it really will help, but you have to see it for yourself. Like, I mean, I can tell you and you won't really understand what I'm saying. Yeah, at the moment for me this is still quite bullish, just because we're pulling back from this first wave, sorry, this 3rd wave, to the 236, and we are holding some kind of support. It looks bearish, huh? It looks really bearish, but now we have to see what happens. Like, I really want to see if we can do an ABC here, take the highs, and then maybe correct again for some kind of flattish correction up here. And if we do go up, it may not go to the highs. It may just kind of, if we do go up now, it may just go up to the golden pocket, I don't know. I think it's likely if it goes up to go to the highs. It'll be really bullish. It'll look really bullish. You'll be like, oh my God, the wave started, the wave started. But maybe that would just be a really good take profit for anyone who's just accumulating in this range. And then we're going to see another ABC down for the actual final correction, potentially. That's kind of what I'm envisioning now with this. And obviously, the lower you go, the more depressing it gets for the bulls. But at the same time, it will just look different. Yeah, so you're still looking at a correction, but maybe instead of coming up to the highs there, maybe you'll, like, let's just say for the sake of argument, this drops again, and then you're going to get this kind of corrective move like this. Maybe let's just say everything becomes really bearish all of a sudden, and then maybe you just go down one more time to the right place, but then you'll be looking at something slightly different. It's like a zigzag. This is a zigzag, you know, with the coming down to the 618 extension, kind of back testing this top. It'll be really depressing, but those are the opportunities to buy. People who scale in will always win in the context of what I'm explaining about the bull market. If really on spot, basically, or extremely low leverage, like 1x or 1.5x or max 2x, and if you want to trade, yeah, it really helps to count the waves, because like if you're trading, you'd be shorting this, wouldn't you? Because you're putting in lower highs. And if you understand where we are in the context of the waves, you'll be doing it very differently. But I mean, at any point in time, like I'm saying, like right now, people are shorting. You have to have really tight stops when you're shorting. So if anyone's shorted now, I think their stop would be there. If the price tomorrow goes up, and they can squeeze them, and you'll be right back at the top again. You get a real nice squeeze. So the impulse is, at the moment, the impulse is to the upside. Does that make sense? So yeah, I don't think you should, like, I mean, if I'm not, you shouldn't be bearish on anything in crypto. If you find that you're in negative position, just take a break and go and just study some more. Yeah, and go and hone your skills. No, you can't be making money every single day. You know, some days a trader never makes 100% money 100% of the time. It's just impossible. Yeah. So that's kind of where we are with this, I think, at the moment. It looks like it, and then let's just see what happens. I mean, if we do come back down to here, it'll be a really good opportunity to buy. Yeah, it's about 2.2. It'll be quite painful, but no pain, no gain. At the moment, I think we can just hold here, to be honest with you. Let's just hold the 236. At the moment, for me, this daily candle is looking it's bearish. It's a bearish candle. We've pushed down into the wick. If we kind of hold here for a higher low, then tomorrow probably will be a push up. If you just continue this trend of lower highs, then it'll go up, and it will just form another wick, and it'll just sell into that. Or you can squeeze up. Like, that's the option. It could be actually be a bullish candle. This could be a bullish reversal in the making right now, if tomorrow's candle is a strong green candle that pushes through this. Yeah, this could be the bottom. Like, I've seen bottoms like this where you get this wick closed higher, the price comes down into the wick, and then the next candle is just a green, and it just goes all the way up. Okay, and it's like a reversal pattern. I don't know if I've seen it on this token though. Let me see if I have. Let me have a look. Kind of like this one. Look at this. See this? It's very similar, but it's not exactly the same. You've got this wick. You see how it closes in the wick. It doesn't close lower, So the close is really important, and the next candle is green, and actually it's going up afterwards. And you had something very similar here as well. You see where you've got these wicks, you have red candles that close into it, and then you have a green candle that goes up next. This one actually closed lower, but it was underneath, it was within that wick. So I'm not like looking at this and going, oh my god, this is going to zero. I'm thinking to myself, I should buy some more. But I hope we hold. I hope we don't close lower. So that's really what I don't want to do. I wouldn't mind closing higher than yesterday's low, okay, and reversing this. So right now, looking at the 4-hour time frame, actually I don't mind that too much. It's closed lower than the previous 4-hour candle. It looks like we're losing downward steam, but again, let's just see what happens. Like, you don't want to catch, they say you don't want to catch a falling knife. I don't really think this is a falling knife. It's like a grinding down knife. A circular saw knife. Yeah, BTC there. I mean, I think the minute BTC finds support, we're good to go. Yeah. Yeah, we had a swing failure and we lost it. So it was it was front run here, wasn't it? A little bit front run. So we have kind of rejected from that area a little bit. What's happening now is also we've rejected from the swing failure level. See that? So this whole thing is now starting to look a little bit bearish, isn't it? A little bit bearish. But we've had these liquidations. We're still there. We're still kind of around in and around the liquidation areas. The CVD keeps on going down. I don't know if you noticed that. You see the CVD keeps on pushing down and down and down. There's some really aggressive buying here. I don't know if it's MicroStrategy buying some more. They're obviously not buying at market. They're buying spot, aren't they? They're buying spot, and they're buying limit orders, and they're buying when the price is pulling back. They're defending the price of Bitcoin. So now as it comes down to 94, 95K, MicroStrategy are buying. It's obvious. They're buying. So here right now, we're kind of putting in divergences again, aren't we? Oh shit, sorry. Thanks for telling me. Look, so here we got an invalidated bearish signal, but bullish signal because we put in a lower low. But here we're still getting it, and it's quite bullish. Huh? Look at that. I'm just looking at that, and I'm feeling quite bullish actually. Let me get my phone. Every time I feel bullish. All right, I'm just going to put this on the screen. Have a look at that, guys. This is Altcoin Dreaming's chart. I'm just going to use the loo. I'll be right back. Okay, just give me 2 minutes. That's not bad. Sorry, I'm back. I'm thinking it could go up from here. If not, validations are close. RR is good, really good. So 1 minute market structure. I love it. I love it. You go in the 1 minute chart, dude. It's amazing. I love that. 1 hour SFP. Mm, yeah. If you're using Bybit, use the inverse perpetuals. BTUSD, not BTUSDT. If I mean, obviously do what you want, but it's a free world. But I would use the USD, this one, not the other one. The other one actually overwicks sometimes, the USDT. But the USD one actually, for some reason, has more respect. I can't explain it. Look at these shorts, guys. Look, there's big shorts here. 1.2 million. Look at those shorts. Oh my god, let's fucking squeeze those shorts. I see. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. How is that API? You're using a VPN as well then? I guess you are. And how is that working with Coinbase? No. What trading platform are you using? Yeah, I agree. But in a bull market, you could use Bitcoin as capital, couldn't you? That's what they say in a bull market. Have your capital in crypto, and in the bear market, have it as fiat. I'm just sitting here chatting to you guys, and yeah. Oh, okay. So you must have a Palau ID as well, then, huh? If you're trading from the UK, it's like me. Or an Irish ID or another ID. Are you risking 1% in your trades? So when I'm not trading right now, as you can see, uh, not the way I would normally trade with a trade plan, but I would usually I would like have 3 or 4 scaling positions, or 4 or 5. I'd start with the smallest and I'd size up to my position in my target area. I never just enter fully. I'll scale in. If it goes up, it goes up. If it goes down, then all the better. So I'll kind of scale in 3 or 4 or 5 times right up to my position size. And if I'm not sure, I'll just cut it in half straight away. Or I'll just scale it up to a percent, and that's it. And then obviously you have to take profit in the first group at the first resistance point, and just protect your trade. I should do some trading, huh? I like just charting, to be honest with you. I actually find charting more enjoyable than trading. Can you believe it? Trying to analyze. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Christoph, trying to predict the future for me is actually a lot more fun. Whereas trading, you have to be really systematic. You have to be like a machine. You have to be really emotionless, and I'm quite emotional. Can you take a look at APT? Of course I can. Let's have a look at it. I want these shorts to be trapped, huh? There's quite a lot of shorts in this range. There's short 1 million there. Look at this 1.7. There's a bit of, let me see. There's some longs as well. Just mark it in and leave it all at once. Just showing the risk about 2%. Huh? Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. 2%. Wow. Unreal, this breakdown. Dude, this is not a breakdown. If you want breakdown, then wait until the end of this bull run. And then you'll be crying your eyes out, and hopefully by then you'll be out of the market. We'll be out of the market. This is not a breakdown. Not when I'm seeing bullish CVD. There's no breakdown here. APT, let's have a look at that. Oh, I've looked at it before, haven't I? I'm always nervous when I look at coins I've looked at before, because wonder what I can't remember what I said, and I hope I was right. I hope I wasn't wrong. All right, I was completely wrong. There you go. See, I looked at it a long time ago. Huh? Would have got invalidated in that trade, so it doesn't really matter because it went lower, and then it came back to test it, and then it went up. All right, let's just get rid of it. This is nice. You've found support on the point of control, and you flipped the value area into support, or you're trying to right now. Yeah, so you found a little bit of support on the value area high, and now you're getting a little pullback trying to find support here. So this was nice here, and this could be nice here, right? First observation. Second observation is that that's your impulsive crazy move there. One, two, three, four, five. Whatever. It looks like there's more than 5, but it's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. All right. How much did that go up by? It's not much, 500%. And then you've got this move here, correction. It's a really weird move here, though. This, because the issue is that this looks very impulsive, huh? Almost like a 5-wave move, but the price comes all the way back down underneath the low here and invalidates this move as an impulsive move. Yeah, which means only one other thing, that you had your impulsive move here, and that's actually where you begin there. Okay, that's the only other logical reasoning behind this, which means that here to here to here to here was some kind of weird and wonderful correction, some kind of corrective move. And this corrective move in my mind is really bullish, because you've cleared all that liquidity and you've come down much faster. I think if you hold here, you'll go up to there really quickly, in basically in one go, because it came down basically in one go. It's like a 60% increase in one go. And then you're back at the highs again. This is good though, huh? This is a good setup. As long as you just hold that value area high as support. And what you can see with these candles is you're putting in higher lows here now. So you kind of want that to continue, and you just want this to go up now. Like that. That's kind of what you want to see. I think that was your first impulsive move, and then it looks like all of this is just some kind of crazy correction. It's interesting because it almost peaked out on the 618. The one-to-one here kind of took us to this impulse. Was that does that mean the impulse started here? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. It's an ABC. Probably started there. And then this is your one. Yeah. That's your one. I think. And then this is some kind of flat corrective move here. This is very flat, isn't it? Very flat correction. Really bullish. Just hold here as long as possible, really. And then you can, this is your two. And so you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like that. I don't know, but 100%. Yeah, this whole thing here is corrective. You can see it. Yeah, this is all just corrective price action. I don't mind it, actually. I think it's quite a bullish correction, to be honest with you. APT. It's holding nicely. Yeah, I should buy some. We're not going into a bear market. We're not going into bear market, dude. There's no, we're not going to bear market. No. There's certain things have to happen before we go into a bear market, yeah. And we're not going into a bear market. It's not happening. No way. No way. If you want a bear market, we need a topping pattern here at the top on Bitcoin, right? At the very least, you need some kind of higher time frame confirmation of a change. Yeah. So the last time we put in a high here, let's just have a look at the highs. I just want you to see and understand. Yeah. Go to the index. Back to the log. So this was a 4-month top, 4 months. and then the top actually took the liquidity from the 4-month top. It was a higher time frame swing failure, and the second month, that was an SFP of the previous month. They were both SFPs. They were both swing failures on the monthly time frame. Okay, so you have to see something like that, huh? A swing failure of the top, a liquidity take before you see a reversal. Okay, it's not always the same case. This was also a top. This was slightly different because you don't get an SFP of the top, which is there. You get a lower high, but you do get a failed auction. That's a failed auction. Okay, so you get a failed auction, and the top, it took 5 months to create this top. 5 months to create this top. Do you see? So the top isn't those two candles in themselves. The top is the whole structure. So you need a structural top, and it isn't just about getting to a certain price. Like for a lot of people, if you were buying Bitcoin at $200, trust me, $10,000 or $11,000 is good enough of a top for you. Yeah. Do you understand? Yeah. There's not much difference between it. I mean, there is. It's a 2x, but if you're buying and accumulating Bitcoin here, then that's okay. This is the top. The whole area is the top. So you don't just get single candle tops. We're not at the top. And then if you go back in time, it's just more and more liquid. So it's very kind of difficult to analyze. So at the very least, I think we need at least a swing failure or 2 candles. We've not even had the second candle yet. So at the very least, wait for next month before you decide that it's the top. And then to create a top here, you're gonna have to lose the structural support here. You've got structure here that you have to lose. And basically what needs to happen is you need another candle drop down here, red candle all the way down, and then you need to kind of fall right back down to here. So you have this kind of penis finger. You need like a finger, like a fuck you at the top. Let's move. And at the moment we haven't even printed the first candle, so I think that's ridiculous. So no, I don't think. I think if you're thinking like that, then really stop looking at the charts. Don't look at the charts. Yeah, you're not exit liquidity. When the big players start selling, you're going to see volume. You're going to see big volume, and you're going to basically, you're not exit liquidity. The exit liquidity is going to be retail. It's going to be the masses. It's going to be the millions and millions of people that log on one time onto Coinbase and market buy every coin at the high because they think it's going to 1 million. Right now we can't even get to 100,000. Yeah, people will start buying Bitcoin the minute it goes up and up and up and up. Yeah, then they'll be like, oh shit, I haven't bought Bitcoin and it's going to 1 million. You see, the narrative is really important. So if you remember the last market, I don't know if you do, it was the same concept. It was like Bitcoin is going to 100,000. We better buy. It's going to 100,000. Yeah, it was the same narrative. It never got to 100,000. It got to 68. It's going to be exactly the same here. You'll have exactly the same mental state of people thinking that the Bitcoin is just going up and up and up. That's how you know, right? So this is not retail. No, it's not retail. Not right now. It will come soon, and I think that you're not going to see a top before you see altcoins pump. Yeah, so you got to see altcoins pump. Then we have a chance of seeing the top. I want to see ETH pump. Huh? I want to see ETH really pump. Yeah, look at ETH. Look at ETH. We haven't even taken the high yet. How is that the top? Yeah, we got, at least let's take the high on ETH. I really want to see ETH go to high numbers here first. And also what Altcoin Dreamer says. It's definitely not. In fact, we see it, it's the opposite because of the CVD divergence. Yeah, so people are buying. They're not selling. And so what Altcoin Dreaming is saying is what I've been talking about. Yeah. Do you know we keep on talking about CVD divergences? It means that people, this is telling me that people are buying. Yeah. The bigger players are buying. This is big players buying, yeah. But they're not market buying. They're limit buying, and they're absorbing the seller orders. Yeah. So we are seeing selling here. This is a long just closed. Yeah. That's not actually a short. This is just long closed. Okay. But what you see is, you see the CVDs going down. So you see this red yellow line. This is the CVD. And you see the price is actually here, put in a higher low. See that? It's a higher low. So look at the CVD. It's like it's like a ski slope. And the low is higher, which means that all of this selling is being absorbed. We can see that. Does that make sense? Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to trade. Just buy and hold. Yeah. And when you buy, don't buy it all at once. Just buy a little bit every day or every week. But now probably every day. Yeah. Or buy red candles. Every time you see a higher time frame red candle, like a daily red candle, buy it. Buy red candles. Why? It's really not that hard. Why and don't look at the price, just buy the candles on maybe on the daily time frame if you wanted to. Every time you see red, buy it. One red, buy. Just buy the reds. Not financial advice. Look, do you know that there was that story of that guy who bought $80, is it, of Bitcoin? Person who bought, is it $80 of Bitcoin a day, and now he's made $1 million. Is it $80? No, I read it recently. Was it for 7 years? This isn't it. Maybe it was more. Google sucks. Maybe I have to use X. Shit, we've just put in another low. We've just taken the low out here. That's your third swing failure. That technically invalidates the divergence, but we're not getting liquidations. Oh, there's your liquidation there. Look, there's your liquidation. Oh, there's your liquidations. Liquidate. I don't think alts are dumping, huh? I don't know if you realize that. I don't think alts are dumping. I think alts are actually kind of holding, huh? Look. BTC. Look where we are on ETH BTC. We're so close to the point of control here. That's why alts aren't dumping, because look where we are. I really think we're trying. Bitcoin's trying to find support. And look, BTC.D is down to 58 point whatever. Here it is. Oh, we've closed the gap. Look, we've closed the gap. Look at that. Look at that volume, huh? All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. This is not a good candle. It's not a good candle. Now we're getting liquidations. All right. Is it 91? If we don't hold here, we're going down to 91. We're probably going to go to 91. Oh yeah, all right. Thanks. This is it, yeah. This is the one. $30, not even $80. This user has been buying Bitcoin $30 a day, dollar cost average, and after 7 years, 10 months, and 12 days, made it to a $1 million portfolio. Total spent $86,370, now worth $1 million. So he's over 10x his portfolio in terms of fiat. And I'm guessing if he made it to $1 million a portfolio, that he's accumulated up almost 10 Bitcoins worth of just buying $30 a day. So, but 7 years. So he started off really cheap. That's amazing, yeah. That was I saw that. That was the post. It's really amazing. Let me save that actually. $91. I think 91. And then up. I mean, it's a really weird candle. Just look at this 12-hour candle. We're coming into some kind of here now. This is a big reversal, huh? So I think we need to go up to clean it, but I think what's happening now is that Bitcoin is just trying to find support. Yeah. All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All the way down to here. Let me see. Maybe higher than 91. Maybe just the previous week high here. Let me just mark it out. Let's just mark that one out. It's going down. We're going to hell. Bitcoin's going to hell. All right. There's two. Let's get a third one. It's a bit lower, huh? It's a tricky one because I think that's the top of the previous week, the previous week. Or was it the previous week? That would be naturally where the price is trying to find support. But the point of control is much lower. You see that? It's at 91 and a bit. So thanks, RH. Appreciate that. And for me, that's a major back test, 91 of that 618 and the midpoint of that channel. So I mean, I would like it to find support here, but I can't really. I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. And that's it. It's a good lesson, with crypto. Like, you always have to think to yourself, crypto can always go down. Like, but it's not a big deal. I really see this as an opportunity. I'm not thinking we're going down to zero. It's quite a few watchers here. If you're hearing for the first time, say hi. Say hi. Liquidate. Oh, look at those liquidations. Liquidation. I like liquidations. Let me buy some more. I love liquidations. I buy liquidations. I aggressively buy liquidations. Altcoins are really stronger. Like Arbitrum and Optimism is holding really nicely. I don't know if you realize that. So I think we're about to have a crazy alt season. Like literally, I think we're on the precipice of the biggest alt season you've ever experienced in your lives. Let's have a look. Optimism. Yeah, look, Optimism has just been going up, really, hasn't it? Look, only in the last 30 minutes, but still, look, while Bitcoin's going down, has Optimism been going down or up? It's kind of been going up, hasn't it? And it's the same with Arbitrum. Let me find it first. In the last 30 minutes, it's come down a bit, but look, if I compare that with Bitcoin, not Dogecoin. See, look, Dogecoin's been going down, but Arbitrum's been going up. Look at that, compare that with BTC. Up here, if I'm here. See that? This ETH is about to go crazy, dude. I'm telling you, ETH is about to go nuts. If you've got Arbitrum and Optimism pumping while Bitcoin is dropping, I really feel that ETH is about to go mental. And I'm looking at ETH BTC as well. Look at ETH BTC. So I think the thing is that with ETH BTC, we've hit my level. We've hit my higher time frame level. And we're basically on ETH BTC. We've come to massive support, which is that area that I talked about, which was the golden pocket combined with the point of control. Looks front run, huh? But it's there. There. See that? It looks, oh look, so we've actually hit the golden pocket, look. See that? Yeah, I saw that, huh? Phantom. XRP, KDA, ETH pumping, yeah. ETH starts the alt season, yeah. ETH, it's all about ETH. And so what's happening is that as soon as Bitcoin finds support, then Bitcoin will start going up and it will rise the whole of the altcoin market with it. And that's why ETH is pumping, because it's being front run. That move is being front run. So right now people are selling their Bitcoin and buying ETH. And Bitcoin is going to find support because you've got these kind of big institutional players who are buying Bitcoin right now. You've got these big players. So you've seen it. You've seen it on X. Sailor's been talking about it. Eight hours ago, look, MicroStrategy has acquired 55. Oh, no, not 55. 55,500 BTC for $5.4 billion at $97,862 per Bitcoin. Amazing. And then not only that, there was some other company who did that as well. Mara, here it is. Although they used a convertible note. I don't know how they did that. So They've acquired 5,771 BTC so far at an average price of $95,554 dollars per Bitcoin. It's amazing. Amazing. So this is big. This is a big deal. The SPX is finding a little bit of support here. It's filled the gap and it's finding a little bit of support. A lot of volume here on the SPX. And then let's have a look at the Russell 2000. So that gapped up and it didn't even come down. It just kind of went up. So, excuse me. This is interesting, the Russell 2000. You see how it found support here on the value area, the previous range value area high. I kind of marked it out, didn't I? It literally bounced. It bounced for 5% bounce. I should be trading this. And what you have there is a V. This is a V-shaped recovery. That's a V. So that's quite bullish, isn't it? And typically with these Vs, there's two ways it can go, right? You either continue going up for a back test of the neckline, or we go into this kind of mini consolidation here down to the 50 fib before we explode. There's only, generally speaking, there's only two ways that V's play out. And at least we've got a V right now. So the more bullish scenario would be to continue tomorrow, to continue and then just pull back for a back test there to continue. And if that plays out nicely, then we'll be looking for a breakout, wouldn't we? Potentially. And so you see the VID that I was telling you, this is a V. You see it goes up, back tests the neckline. Here it tests a lot, go right up. You kind of need the same thing on the lower time frame now. But it's looking okay. Everything's about to go crazy, and now it's the final dip, the last dip before things go crazy. Potentially. But it doesn't, it hurts because people are buying and their positions are like Solana's like giving up the ghost. Solana. What's happening to Solana? Oh, Prop S is up. Yes, finally. Fucking. I knew it was going to come eventually, yeah? I knew it. It went up from like... Look, it happened in the last hour. The volumes come into Prop S. 13%. Yes. Almost on time. It's like roughly, it's coming into time. Almost. Coming to the end of this correction. Finding support here. So what we need now, so we're seeing some kind of interesting stuff. So the altcoins are still moving. Look at even VAI Voight. Yeah, that's okay. Huh? It's correcting here. It's all right. We're about to have a crazy alt season, guys. This is exciting. Let's have a look at USDT dominance. Well, that needs to go down. All right, that's okay. This is okay. Why do you think I think this is okay? Well, we've got these lower highs. Potentially we've just put in another lower high here. The next candle has to be red, and it needs to go right back down for a lower high here, lower high down. And if it does that, it doesn't matter, as long as it just, if you just keep this going until you drop again, that's okay. It's kind of how it happens. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and then down. So this is okay, because all that's happened with this is that you've come to fill gaps in the way the candles form, but you see you're creating these lower high structure. I'm okay with that, actually. Right, does anyone want me to have a look at anything? Because I'm gonna, otherwise I'm not gonna stay up too late. It's 10 already. Oh yeah, I wanted to have a look at Solana. So Solana's come back to weekly open, bullish. I'm gonna buy some Solana now. Just do it. Mental. It's not a bad place, a weekly open to the previous week open to buy, and it's at the weekly level as well. Let me just delete this stuff. So there's a weekly level there, so you've just come back into the weekly level. Would you not buy some there? It looks like we'd have a little clean test. Yeah, I don't mind this at all. I really don't mind this pullback. Now, of course, if it starts to go lower and lower and lower and you start to find weakness, you're going to have issues, but I'm not really thinking about that, because the reality is you're getting crazy bullish CVD absorption. So really what you want on like something like Solana now is just to close a little bit higher than yesterday's low. That's really what you're looking for, I think. If it closes down here, then you want a nice juicy green candle to take us all the way up to the top, yeah, to reverse all of this. Then you'll still get another pull down to find some kind of support level, like a reversal structure. So potentially Solana could take a few days to reverse, and you kind of want that to. And also the other thing is that Slurf seems to be leading. So when we see Slurf become extremely bullish, then that's kind of a real indicator. Slurf just took the low here, just by an inch, a millimeter. Yeah, I really do. I really think this could be the last kind of buy your alts before the moon moment. But you know, who knows exactly when it's going to happen? Like, no one can really predict the exact moment. I just think big Bitcoin needs to bottom out. Just no more selling. Just done. Just, and then look, it's still going down, huh? Look at this. This is the weekly level, huh? This SR flip, and then slightly lower down you've got the point of control, which is, this is the area really, this whole area. These liquidations. At 2.7 million, someone's shorting that, huh? Some shorts opening in these lows after people are being liquidated, huh? I don't really think that's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. Increasing OI, look. Fuck me. Can we trap these shorts? Someone? Let me check something. It's back up to greeder. It's more greedy than this thing. There's no fear. There's no fear. Hmm. Right, what's going on here? Just gonna keep on buying. Fuck it. Fuck the shorts. The Arbitrum is so good. It's so strong right now. And Optimism. I'm totally buying Arbitrum and Optimism right now. Every dip, just buying it. I think they're going to run like crazy once this bottoms out. Those two. With Ethereum. Once this bottoms out, I think Ethereum's going to go for a really nice run. Let's see. All right. Swing that. Swing those lows. Oh look, it's going up again. Let's squeeze those shorts, and then maybe we can find the bottom here. That's kind of what we want to have. What needs to happen now? Let's squeeze those shorts. And it's actually coming to a really good level, hasn't it? Because it's kind of hit that level. Look, see? It's kind of hit. Look, it's hit my level, guys. This is it. This is my level. My SR flip. This is what you want to hold. Let's hold here and let's go to the moon. Or we all lose our money and we go home with our tails between our legs. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think it should hold here. This is the place. Backtest that weekly top. If not, then we're going to the point of control. That should be it. But I don't know. I think we kind of slowly. Trump Pump. So look at this view up. It really should be it. This should be it. This should be the test. I don't know. Come on, Bitcoin. It looks okay. We're getting a little bit of a reversal here on this 5 minute time frame. The I like the candle. This last 5 minute candle. It looks okay at the moment. These liquidations are insane. So what we need is a big like a big short to close and to trap all these shorts. But let's see. If you're not going to get longs come in and you want shorts to close, but are shorts going to close right now? I don't see them closing, but I do see some shorts here potentially trapped. Not many. No, not too many. And you've got single prints here as well. They need to be filled all the way up. That's your big one. That was the big one from before. Look, we've got a buying tail. That's all right. Got a little bit of a buying tail. We're coming up to these single prints. Let's do this. Let's go up now. I think we should go up. Go up. Talking to myself. All right, some shorts are closing here. You see the OIs dropping as the price comes up, and buy a bit more. Buy some more Bitcoin. Buy some Audi, my leveraged Bitcoin. I'm literally buying. I buy small amounts. Yeah, I don't buy. I never go like I'm always buying. You know what I mean? Like you just I don't know if you understand it, because if the price goes up and you're buying, you're scaling in. If the price goes down, you're just scaling in. But you can't be buying a bear market. You buy the bull market at the levels of interest. Yeah, so the dips, and eventually you get the pumps and you make money. You make a shit ton of money. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm just buying, but it's very small amounts. Yeah, it's not a lot. Like if you look at my screen, there's bees. There's lots of bees. It's all at the bottom. It's always at the bottom. It's never at the top. So every time it comes down, I buy. I keep on buying. But it's just the way I like to trade. The Bitcoin bull market is really easy, extremely low leverage. Like I'm looking at my margin, and my margin maintenance rate at the moment is 1%, and my liquidation is 0. So I'm not going to get liquidated, so I'm not worried. And I know the market's going up. I know that we're going to have a crazy alt season. I know that Bitcoin is going to pump to probably 150,000 or more, you know. So because of those kind of things, you can kind of be a little bit careless. Take all of your trade, like don't, it's not financial advice, but honestly, that's what people do in the bull market. They just buy because the whole market is buying. I think we may have a little local bottom forming here right now on Bitcoin at this kind of at the right level, right? And time will tell if this forms a bottom here, yeah, because you've got a little bit of a reversal structure formation here. You've got this bullish candle. There's a little bit of reversal here. You can see it, yeah, you can see the reversal. 3 white soldiers, you know, you've got kind of reversal. You just need volume now to confirm it. You see on every time frame you're starting to form a reversal, and that's going to extrapolate into every time frame. Now what we need is the higher time frames to indicate that too. So the problem is on the daily time frame we're not going to have a reversal at the moment. We'll have to wait for tomorrow to see what happens tomorrow, because at the moment the daily candle looks really bearish, doesn't it? It's like a really disgustingly bearish candle. Tomorrow is going to be really important. It'll probably go up and find resistance at the low of yesterday's low first, and then you have to see what happens next. So traders, what they'll do is they'll buy and then they'll sell. Once the traders have done that, then you have to see where the price lands, okay? Because traders like to take profit once they're in profit very quickly. They don't like to like sit on their, unless it's a swing trade, they don't like to sit on their positions for too long. So you see that these are traders that are pulling the price down because they're taking profit. And it's actually quite illiquid now. I hope the sailor keeps on buying, huh? We're counting on him. Look at all those liquidations. Look at all those purples. Liquidation, 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 liquidation. Look at all those liquidations. Wow. A lot of people got liquidated. Inverse head and shoulders. Is that what you're seeing? Let's have a look. Not right now. This needs to form, huh? I don't know what time frame you're using. There's quite a lot of volume, huh? That's pulled the price down. There's a lot of volume that's pulled the price down. Expensive chart. This should hold here, and we should go up now. 15 minutes. Let's have a look. I think this is the right place for the price to flip, this SR flip, personally. And I think a lot of people are looking for lower, and a lot of people got wrecked because they were longing higher. But I actually think this is the absolutely right place. But if we go lower, then we need to bounce really aggressively. And this is what I'm thinking. If this level doesn't hold, then we need to really have a violent reaction here. We can't just keep on going down and down and down. It doesn't work like that. We need to find support. If this does not support, then we need the reaction. We need a real strong reaction. Yeah. That's really important, to get a really strong reaction. This is a short just closed though, look. I like that. I like it when shorts close. You can't see it on this 5-minute time frame, but you go to the lower time frame. Got some longs closing here too. That's a long closing. There's a lot of volume here in some of these trades. That's the bounce. Now what you want to see is bullish divergence, and you were getting that a little bit here. Look, higher low again. We're getting bullish divergence against. Look, higher low, lowest lower low on CVD. So even on this little kind of mini kind of bounce, we're getting bullish divergence, aren't we? You can see it better here because look, you go low on the CVD, but the price is actually putting in a higher low. So this is definitely I mean, the selling is getting absorbed. Huh? Someone is filling someone else's bags like crazy. There's some shorts coming in here. Bit of shorting going on. I reckon we're going to get a squeeze soon. Oh, not not really good. All right, this is the moment of truth. We're into this buying tail now. Wow, the session point of control is actually in the lows there. That's the buying tail. We've hit the buying tail. What's that session point of control? It's in the lows of this range, huh? Ah, lost the tail. Wow. Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. It's mental, isn't it? Down to 93 now. Fuck me. All right, so we're underneath that level. How low do we go? Oh, ETH BTC pull back. That's interesting. ETH is pulling back. That's interesting. All right, we have to see what happens now. $93K, 93.5 Bitcoin. Wow. Good or bad? Uh, I mean, you just have to wait for it to find support. Huh? It's you know, people are selling. Wait for the selling to end. It'll probably be at the end of the day, to be honest with you, at this rate. Looking at it right now, we're probably gonna selling's gonna start change to buying as soon as this day is over, probably. Yeah, so people are looking at the price now, they're feeling really depressed, they're starting to sell. It's the end of the day. But probably what will happen is that eventually the selling will end and probably it'll be at the end of day close, and then anyone who's short is going to take profit, and then people will start buying again. Probably what's happening. But there are people buying because you're getting a lot of absorption in the price. What I'm talking about is market buying. Yeah, so you're not getting like crazy market buying. You are. This is a market buy here now. No, it isn't. It's actually a big short. It's literally a big short. Look, 4.7 increasing OI, CVD went down. So look, someone just shorted and the price went up. For me, that's bullish. When someone shorts and the price goes up, I always think that's bullish. And so I just know that these shorts are getting bought by people. I don't know who they are. It's probably Michael Saylor. It's honestly, I think it's probably him. He's probably just he's ready to short squeeze this market. And you never know, because he says he doesn't sell, but maybe they do sell as well, and they're manipulating this market with BlackRock and whoever. Like they've got all the Bitcoin. They could move this market around and manipulate the whole thing if they wanted to, just by buying and selling at the right places, coordinated. But there's a big trap short here at 4.7 million. And right now there's a few shorts here that are trapped. But I mean, look, it's only just at this level for less than 5 minutes. They might hold it. The price actually needs to go up for the shorts. That, like, at the moment there's a lot of people who short and they're not feeling on the pressure. We've lost that buying tail as well. Okay, so there's a lot of people who aren't feeling under the pressure, but you can see the point of control is at the lows of this session. So this is the closed session, and the point of control is right down here. I don't know why, actually, because I can see a lot of volume up there. Have I got the wrong chart? No, it's the right one. Yeah, the point of control is in the lows here. So there's a lot of volume being put in the lows as the price descends. I mean, I consider that to be bullish, to be honest with you. But I wouldn't mind if we had a buying tail, like a proper one, like a market buy, kind of like this one here. Shall I go? I probably need to go. I'm getting a little bit tired watching this screen. Slurf is almost at my level of interest. Almost. It's like within a fraction of my level of interest. Could that be a fake out of that low? I'd be interested if it was a fake out. Little fake out, get people bearish. Right now it looks like it could be faking out. But let's see how that plays out. Where is Slurf? Oh, it's so close, sir. Slurf is so close to that level. I can almost feel it. Where did I do the analysis there? It was on buy bet. That's it. That's it there. Right. Actually, let me have a look at this one. Chris Crypto. Well, I mean, look, I'm not 100% right all the time, yeah? I just give my point of view. It's all entertainment. At the end of the day, um, we're not always right, okay? But I do think we're about to hit major support and we're about to come into a crazy alt season. It's just timing it isn't easy. Come on, Slurf, you can bounce. There's quite a lot of volume coming here on Slurf, huh? ABC. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Oh, look at the volume. Big sell there. Oof. I had a limit order there. And oh my god, it didn't. Oh, it failed, yeah. Right, let's see. Slev's funding rate is almost neutral, almost. It's cleaned out all of that leverage. A lot of people who are levered have closed out. If this wants to go further, it's going to fill the gap, and it is going to go. We literally have to find support here. Literally, that's a definite requirement. Otherwise, we're losing the top of that one, which wouldn't be great. So let me just kind of imagine lower. Because right now we're not getting the right kind of reaction. We're getting quite a good volume, but we need more of a reaction. And actually my fib time is like later on a little bit. Yeah, based on this move, A, B, C, it's coming tonight actually. And the one we are into the 1-to-1 now, which is on the 886. But not getting a reaction. That's mainly due to Solana and Bitcoin. I think I'd like to see if we do go a little bit further, then really we have to find support down here. I think if we go further, it's going to look problematic. If we start kind of, and this, I don't want to say we're going to do it because I don't know, but let's just say we just go down and down and down and down. The minute we lose this yellow line and we're not really wicking over it, like a wick is fine, but the minute you start closing and you start forming candles closing here, then actually the whole Elliott wave move becomes problematic, just because we lost this high. If that was the 1, 2, 3, 4, like that's really the last line of support. Now it is possible to go all the way down and not close. Like you could actually just not close within these closes. So the close to the close, that's also possible. In crypto, that's possible. But we'll have to evaluate that as that happens. You can't preempt that. At the moment, what you're doing is you're dropping, and you're not really getting reactions, the right kind of reactions of these levels. You're getting increasing volume, so people are like starting to get really depressed with Slurf, and they're closing out their leverage positions, which is what seems to be happening. Okay, which is actually quite a bullish sign, because you want to clear the, it's like you have to flush the leverage to go up. But I think what's happening is that Bitcoin is dictating the pace right now. Yeah, see, Bitcoin keeps on dropping. Huh? Look, see, we resisted, we flipped, that flip was flipped, so we're back underneath. That's pretty bearish. That's a high volume dropper, so the whole thing is bearish at the moment. That's another there's more more liquidations. Look how many liquidations we're getting now. So effectively what's happening is we're flushing out all of the leverage on Bitcoin. It's just closing out. There's a pretty strong buying tail there though. Look, that's quite strong. Let's have a look at it. Oh, that's a really strong buying tail. I like that buying tail. I really do like that buying tail, to be honest with you. Where's my Bitcoin position? Liquidations, big buying tails. Yeah, I'm not afraid of that. It's a good place to buy. It could go lower, but you know. And probably what I was kind of imagining earlier today was 91,000, 91.5. So maybe I'm going to get my wish or not. This is quite a strong buying tail though at the moment. I don't know if it came from ETH. That's what I'm wondering. Did it come from ETH? Not really. It's quite a strong reaction here. I like that reaction, to be honest with you. It kind of came into the same place as Slurf a little bit, didn't it? When you think about it, because Slurf kind of had to come into the level of interest which I was interested in. Look at Slurf. Look at that. Wow. Interesting, huh? See that? So it's really weird how these things happen. It's come to that blue line, the 618, and actually we've closed above the 618. So we've kind of, there's a lot of things going on here at the same time in these charts, and there is some kind of correlation. It so happened that it wasn't a bad area to buy. You just have to hold tight and see what happens once you have those areas, and then we have to see what happens next, because no one really knows what's going to happen next. But this is quite interesting. We're right back up to the SR flip. If we can get back above there now, I think we're home dry. If we can, that's the question. So ideally what you'd want is some kind of squeeze now. A little squeeze would be nice to just kind of get rid of these late shorts, clear the late shorts, and then maybe we can go up. Or some big longs coming in, but I don't think because people don't like catching the falling knife, they won't just market long. So we have to wait for the shorts to squeeze, and that just requires more absorption. At the moment, if we can get it, that would be nice. More absorption would be nice. A lot of the altcoins are downer. This is the real pullback. You want to buy ICP? Just do it. Fat finger buy. Go, go, go. ICP. I'll have a look at it for you. Right. I'm going to look at ICP and then I'm going to go, yeah, because I'm a bit tired. This is not the right chart, is it? Oh, okay, internet computer. So 5 billion market cap. It's a historic coin. These historic coins, it launched at, according to this, it launched at $428, and now we're trading at $11, $11.50. It put in a low here at $3 or $2 or $3. 5 billion market cap. Right. Probably Binance. Well, look, according to this, it's the index, really, isn't it, of the US dollar and Binance. Kind of look, you can see for yourself, really, can't you? This is the volume, the point of control. Most volume was put there. You found support off the point of control, haven't you? Look, that was back in July. So the point of control is from the current price about 48% lower than the current price. So that's your cost, isn't it? It's your buy-in. The buy-in is that you're buying after seeing what's happened, but the price that you're paying is from the point of control, which is the best place to buy. You're buying it at 100% more, thereabouts. So that's how you have to visualize buying and selling. Yeah. You get more data. Yeah. So someone who bought the point of control on that day or on that week, yeah, here, they took the risk. Yeah, they bought the point of control at $5.99. They took the risk. Now that we have all of this data that's come in, you're not taking the risk anymore, are you? Because you can see what's happened since, but as a result, you have to pay twice the price. That's the cost. If you look at it like that, then you won't necessarily think you're buying it too expensive, because you have the data. The data gives you the confidence to buy if that's what you want to do. But otherwise, it's kind of following the path of many tokens, except we haven't changed market structure yet, but we are putting in nice volume here. So the volume here is nice, increasing volume here, really nice. And we haven't changed market structure yet, because you have a daily lower low there, and then the lower high is there, isn't it? So to change the market structure, we need to take out that high first. Hasn't happened yet. So you could wait for the higher high to be taken. It probably will. We're so close. It could happen soon, maybe tomorrow, or maybe next week, who knows. But the volume is nice. I like the volume. It's increasing volume, increasing prices. You see that? So you're buying a back test of the point of control and now you're buying the volume, which is increasing volume. Potentially this was your first wave, yeah. And what's more, just looking at it right now, it looks like it came back to the golden pocket. Yeah, it did. Came back to the golden pocket and found support there. So this is really strong support. That was a front run, putting in higher lows. And right now it looks like it wants to take out that high if it can. It's the same as any other token, really. It's showing its real bullishness, and we just need Bitcoin to find support. Does that make sense? And then if you're looking for higher time frame targets, you just simply have to do everything. Every time I do an analysis, I do exactly the same thing. Draw the volume, so you've got the value area high, and then do a fib. I don't know if that's the all-time high, to be honest with you. It's probably best to get the accurate all-time high printed here. So 750.73. So that's the all-time high, isn't it? So it's quite deceptive because you're looking at this candles and Binance, you're thinking that's the all-time high. It's not. It's what's printed. And actually what you can see quite easily is that we're crossing this 236 level. We broke it last week. It's acting as a higher time frame SR flip. So we've broken that SR, that's that resistance line. Back test and continuation. That's what you want to see. Back test and continuation. Maybe yesterday was the back test, and maybe today is the back test. Yeah, so that's your invalidation. If you see the price start closing here with a back test there, then get out. That's a tight invalidation. Relatively speaking, it's relatively tight. That would be weaker after seeing so much strength. You wouldn't want that to happen. You want to see continued strength. And so if you see weakness, then that's not what you're expecting, and therefore you're out. So if you see something you don't expect, you should contemplate or consider getting out of your position if that's not what you're expecting. Okay, always the same. If you see something that you don't expect, just get out the trade and reconsider. So probably it's a good place, actually. It's not a bad place for a spot position. And target wise, I mean, you have to aim for the golden pocket. I think on the higher time frame in most tokens, the minute you hit the golden pocket, think about taking at least 50% of your profit. Okay, because the chances are extremely high that there's going to be a reaction. It's going to be some kind of pullback. Yeah, and these are higher time frame golden pockets based on the log scale. So the price to get there, the price has to move quite a large distance. Look, this is like 700%. So by the time you have that much increase in value, you have to take profit. If you don't, then you're making a mistake. If you're a higher time frame trader and you're capturing the lows, then you have to take profit at a higher time resistance area. Yeah, so that makes sense. You can wait until it comes, and in the context of a bull market, why wouldn't it? Let's go up and hit the golden pocket. Yeah, that's by March or April at the very least. Maybe not, maybe by December. Who knows? All right, Bitcoin is crashing. No, look, Bitcoin is actually showing us a little bit of strength. Yes, so a little fake out of this SR flip. Little fake out is all we needed to scare people. A little liquidation, and now we need to bottom here. Really, that would have been a front run of this level. We really need to bottom here. If we don't, then if we continue finding weakness, that's not good. But it looks like we could potentially start bottoming. I don't know. I said that a couple of times, but maybe this is going to happen. Yeah. It kind of came into the same level at the same time as Slurf, which is really interesting. Look, Slurf, just in case people doubt me, look at the reaction on Slurf. Yeah. So that wasn't too bad. The confluence was good. The confluence was pretty good. We're not out of the woods. Yeah. Like if a trader will take that trade every day of the week, and now they're looking to take profit because the price has moved 2%, which is a lot, huh? Moving 2% is a lot for most traders. That's a good move. So traders will look for areas. The areas that I mark out are usually quite good areas because there's a lot of confluence. And in this case, I laid it out for you guys. I explained to you why this was a good area. And I even put a limit order to absorb the selling. Okay. And traders will take that and then they will take profit. And that's their trade done. And they'll just move on to the next trade. Okay. So if you ever want to be a trader, you'll probably take profit now, actually, because it's moved enough. And you won't really care about the bigger moves, to be honest with you. You'll leave a runner for the bigger moves, but you'll take a lot of the profit. That's a really good reaction, huh? Fuck me. Fuck a duck. A lot of the altcoins are reacting well. Look, I'm looking at all the altcoins. They're really reacting amazingly, yeah? Can you see it? Am I the only one? Have a look at all of them. Let's go through them. Let's start with Bitcoin. Wow, it's a really nice reaction. That's a really nice reaction. Let's have a look at Sui. Wow, look at that. That's a real nice reaction, isn't it? That's a good reaction. What else is dumping? Slurf, we've seen that. That's a reaction and a half, isn't it? That's kind of what you want to see. Aave, wow. What else? Even Atom, nice. So look at Doge. Doge has a reaction. Not bad, huh? Not too bad. Fetch, yeah. So far, so good. So far, we got reactions across the board. Injective. Let's see if that holds. L3 had this is a really strong reaction off this level that I've marked out here. Wow. Backtest there. It's amazing. Link. Let's have a look at Link. I'll buy a bit more Link, actually. I like Link. Link is a solid token. It's so bullish. It's always bullish. Right. Pretty good, huh? Not too bad. I think we're getting reactions across the board, aren't we? Not the illiquid tokens. Only the liquid tokens react. The illiquid ones struggle. Wow, Aave is doing really. Let's look at that fucking. How much have we bounced? 4%. Shyster. Well, Prop S preempted the move. Look, Prop S. Oh my god, nice. Let's have a look at Cake. Cake preempted the move. Let's look at my let's look at TRVL. Illiquid tokens always struggle with those kind of big reactions. They always lag illiquid tokens. So all right, so we're kind of trying to find a little bit of strength here. I think we're okay at the moment, aren't we? It looks okay, doesn't it? It looks okay. I love it when a plan comes together straight from the A-team. Hannibal Lecter. All right. So far so good. It's still. I think what I want to see now on the daily time frame tomorrow. I just want to explain what I want to see. I'm assuming, I'm not 100%, but I'm assuming that this is the floor, right? I'm not 100%, never 100%, because we have a really nice juicy point of control lower down. Yeah. Tomorrow, when the next day prints, remember you've got a really bearish candle here. Yeah. And so tomorrow, what you don't want to see is a doji closing underneath here. You want to see strength for a reversal. I think strength would be a nice strong green candle closing up above halfway of that, wherever the body of this red candle is, like a really strong green candle. You want to see strength. The reason why you want to see a green candle, a big green candle, is because it will give us a really nice daily level, a liquidity level. Okay. And also when you get these big green candles, it gives people an opportunity to place limit orders, because that's where you put your limit orders. You put them on these red candles after you've formed a green one. That's what we're looking for. What we don't want to see tomorrow is indecision. That's not going to be good. Yeah, we don't want to see indecision. I think we want decisiveness. We want like a bullish green candle. And if it comes down, then what we want to see at the lows is either a higher low, like that, or a swing failure. Doesn't really matter. But we want to end up green. Yeah, I mean, you make a good point. Yeah, I don't doubt your logic. KJ1 saying fear and greed is too high. Yeah, it is. But we have flushed out a whole bunch of leverage. So let's just have a look at the BTC funding rates. Let's see what they look like at the moment. Still bearish, slightly still bearish. Yeah, still bearish. It's on Binance, it's bearish, but it's just slightly. But we have cleared out a lot of well, not so much. These are the majors. I think on a lot of altcoins, it's tricky. And this is bullish. I know this altcoin is green. You've got some bullish ones. ENA, BitGet is green. Let's have a look at all of them. They want to clear the leverage. They want to liquidate people. I'm a little bit confident about this move because we've seen so many liquidations and now we're getting a little bit of a short squeeze. I think it's possible. I'm not saying it's going to happen because I don't know. I think it's possible tomorrow that as soon as this daily candle prints, that Asia session goes for the stops of all the shorts and just pushes the price up, goes for a massive short squeeze, runs it up. I've seen that before. What, this one? I mean, I'm still learning, to be honest with you. You just have to keep on looking at it and trying to understand what these mean. We're having a little bit of, look, this is, look, increasing OI means that you're increasing, you've got you're opening leverage positions, right? That's what this bar is, opening trades. So when you have it red, it means they're closing. When you have it blue, it means they're opening, and it gives you the aggregate. So it gives you shorts, longs and shorts combined. This is CVD, which is the market selling or the market buying, and it tells you if it's the market is buying or selling at that specific moment. So right now you see the CVD is going up. That means the market is buying, right? And then you've got, this tells you which is the dominant size in that candle, and it tells you the numbers, and then you've got the footprint stats in terms of figures as well. Okay, and then on the candles you can see the orders, and then you can also see the imbalances. On the right side it's longs, and the left side it's shorts, and it's all market orders, right? And then you can change all of this information if you want. It's got lots of stuff. So, and what you have to do is just kind of, it's logic really. Like for example, we talk about divergence, CVD divergence, right? So you see how the CVD is going down. What does that mean? Well, it means the market is selling. So you're getting market orders. So you have to understand the difference between market orders and limit orders first. So if you're a new trader, you have to learn that, the difference between how the market moves. The market only moves with market orders. So if every single person in the world, like literally 100%, put limit orders, guess what? The market doesn't move. The price of Bitcoin will just be flat. It will never move. Yeah. The market only moves with market orders. You've got to learn that first. And then when you learn that, then this becomes useful, because then you can see all the market orders. Okay. And is this bearish divergence? Well, we've been seeing quite bullish divergence, but it's been invalidated because we've been putting lower lows technically. That being said, if you zoom out enough, you have to zoom out quite a lot. You just find out, you just have to find out. No, so actually there is no divergence technically. It's all been invalidated. Yeah. Over this range, the bullish divergence has been invalidated. Yeah. But honestly, CVD divergences are more powerful locally at smaller time frames. We were getting some signs of bullish divergences. They were all invalidated every single time that the price makes a lower low. The divergence is invalidated, but you can see that there is absorption because the CVD is really going down and the price is not going down as much. Right now, the price has bounced and the CVD hasn't. So it's a little bit of a squeeze that we're experiencing now. Once the price finds support, the longs are going to start longing again. And you can see there's a few longs coming in now. You see that increase in OI, 1.9 million. And you can see the orders. You can see there's a 2.2 million long there on that at 93,660. See 1 million there. See that? Let me see them. See what price they market, and these are market orders, so it's just people market buying and selling, not limit. You're not seeing the limit orders, right? That's quite good. Big long. How much? I think it's about 30 or so euros a month, and then if you want, you can get ATAS, and that's free. I pay for this one. I like it. I get the web version, not the desktop version. There it is. You can have a trial if you want. Try out. If you do want it, I have to. I can give you my templates. I'll have to upload them somewhere. This is promising. Huh? I'm quite enthusiastic about potentially finding a floor here, guys. So I see that a lot of tokens have bounced. So I'm hoping this is it. All right, it's 11:09. We're gonna have a daily close soon. I think what we want to see tomorrow, if possible, is for a strong green candle. Yeah. And short of that, I don't fancy indecision, and I certainly don't fancy continuation. Continuation in this context would be another red candle closing either in the wick or lower. Yeah. If you start seeing continuation candles, then actually the price really wants to go down. Yeah. It's not looking to find support here. It's actually looking to probably find support much lower down. Yeah. So you just got to be aware of what could happen. At the moment, I think it may, if the price wants to go up, this is the right place to find some kind of arbitrary support, just simply because we're kind of back testing the previous week high, you can see, and that would be okay. Let's see. I'm gonna add you. Well, I live stream every single day. Today I did 2 streams. I usually in the morning I'll do kind of like, it might not be the morning, it could be lunchtime. I'll do like a little update on Bitcoin, and I'll pick 3 tokens and then go over them and then have a look at some tokens. Try and kind of figure out what's going on. I don't like to always look at the charts because I like to come back and see what's happened, like get a fresh look. Because when you're looking at all the charts, you can get lost, and there's so many charts to look at, and it's impossible to memorize everything, what you said or what you imagined. And let's have a look at Slurf. Slurf is getting a really nice reaction, so I don't know if Ali Hash is here, but that's not too shabby, huh? Back above this pivot. It's all right. Let's see if we can get an impulse now. Could that be the... Just be aware, that could be the first impulse of move. If we're going to start impulsing, that would be the first one. That's the first impulse. So even on these lower time frames, you can start counting waves, yeah? Could we get a flat correction here, like a little ABC? Sure we can. Right here. Little ABC. And then we can impulse again. And then we can impulse again. I want to see that. This is how it begins, with the first dip into key support, volume. Potentially this is the bottom here, potentially on Slurf. Let's see how this plays out. And remember, we are expecting an impulsive move. If this is the first impulsive move, that's your invalidation. So the next, if we do go down, you can't take out that low. That would be your wave 1, and so you're looking for an ABC even on the very lowest time frame. This is how it begins. That's your first impulse. That's impulsive. You can see it. Look, impulse, isn't it? That's how it begins. All right, have a wonderful good night. Hope you guys sleep well. Sorry I've talked too much, but I'm trying to build my stream. So how many have I got now? 692, huh? Slowly growing. I'm trying to get up. I'm trying to get to 1,000. Got to stream more. I've got to stream 3 times a day, non-stop streaming. All right, yeah, all right, appreciate your support. Happy to chat. Chris, Crypto, KJ1, nice to see you. RH, Altcoin Dreaming, you're still here. Christoph, I don't know if Ali Hash is here. Who's gone? Have a good evening, have a good night. See you tomorrow.